Back here on Inside the Ropes, and we are joined by the United States champion, a very handsome man, Mr. Bobby Lashley. Bobby, how you doing today?
I'm a very handsome man. I'm great. Thank you.
I was, I'm preparing for my interview, as any good journo does. But you just spoke to Fightful, and apparently you were approached about facing Mike Tyson in a boxing match. I mean, what would that look like?
You mean what would the fight look like?
Yeah. I mean, would you have to hesitate to take out Mike Tyson?
You know what? I think Mike Tyson will come and do his little Mike Tyson thing. I'll wait, and go bam, and then I'll knock him out.
I think you have to do it.
Have
For the
to
people.
do it? Okay. All right, let's book the fight. I don't know where it actually came from. I think it was one of the organizations, a sponsor of the organization, contacted a friend of mine that contacted me. And he was like, would you fight Mike Tyson? And I was like, Mike Tyson? I was like, absolutely, I fight Mike Tyson. Because for me, I'm a fighter. Am I out here saying that, yeah, I can go whoop Mike Tyson? That'd be stupid for me to say. And that would be disrespectful for me to say. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if I had an opportunity to fight Mike Tyson, I would take it 100%. It would be a huge honor to fight Mike Tyson. And look at the upside. If I were to catch Iron Mike with a punch and put him down, I'm the greatest person in the world. I'm in movies. I'm everyone. I'm the biggest sports star in the entire world if that ever happened.
Well, until then, you are the United States champion. It's been a hell of a year for you. You won the WWE title at the Royal Rumble this year, and then you were kind of taken out in the Elimination Chamber match. Talk a little bit about the injury and how it came about.
That's when I tore my shoulder, right? Okay, I tore my labrum and I tore my rotator cuff, so I had to take like 2 weeks off. That's it.
That's it. That's the end of the
story.
I'm
a friggin' cyborg, man.
Were you worried about missing WrestleMania? Because it was at a peak time, right?
That was the biggest thing. I was like, I can't miss WrestleMania. I can't do it. And when I went and saw the doctor was talking about, oh, you got maybe 4 to 6 months off, and I was like, 4 to 6 months for who? I was like, I don't have 4 to 6 months. I came back. A couple of reasons why. I mean, I'll be honest with you. A couple of reasons why. I'm a little older in the game. And I don't want to be that guy that, oh no, Bobby has another injury. Maybe you should kind of hang it up. I was like, no, I'm not. And you're not even going to get me into that. I'm going to show you that I can keep going. And I just kept going. And I'm almost 100%. I'm strong as hell. But it's a little limiting, but I can still go. So I kept going.
And was there ever any talk of, because obviously you were in the chamber match and you kind of got taken out early in the match, was there ever any talk of they're not going to put you in it? Because that was a weird situation, right, where the belt was going to go to Brock, but you're injured, and how do you get there?
Yeah, they I was going to have to, I think there was maybe some talk of relinquishing the belt or something like that, because I couldn't even move my arm at one point, and that happened for like a couple weeks. But for me, I was like, I could call Vince up, and I was like, Vince, I don't care what they say. I can go. Other people will take an injury, and it's like, oh, make this big situation out of it. But not me. I was like, man, when people were asking me if I was hurt, I was like, no, I'm not hurt. And then I go get the MRI, and the MRI sees my shoulder completely turned. They were like, you're hurt. And I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep going. Don't tell me I'm hurt. You're hurt. I'm not hurt. It's just what we have to do, man. We play hurt, and I always say it all the time. This ain't volleyball. This is something a little more. It's a little more strenuous. I'm hurt every day. Everybody's hurt every day. So you just got to take care of yourself and just keep going. And that's what I did. I just took care of myself and just kept going.
And then you don't take it easy, because then your next match at WrestleMania is with Omos.
Yeah, yes.
You didn't even ease yourself back in.
Oh, and there was some times when he picked me up and threw me down, I was like, oh my goodness. And I just kept going. Man, it's something different, and that's what we do. That's why I love the fans so much, because the fans were behind me. They were chanting for me, and when the fans chant for you, you get that adrenaline rush, and then adrenaline rush can take you through everything.
So last time we spoke for Inside the Ropes magazine, we were talking about your partnership with MVP.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer. Talk about the process of deciding that you and MVP were going to part ways. Were you okay with it? Did you think it was time for it to happen?
He stabbed me in my back. He hit me with my back was turned because he thought Omos was a bigger ticket for him. So, no. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the ball bounces. Everything happens for a reason. For me, I never hold any grudges. I think MVP was a good friend of mine. I understood what he had to do to make his career a little bit better, and where he thought he was going. But at the end of the day, you never say never. Can we get back together? Can the Hurt Business get back together? I think all those possibilities are still up on the table. So we'll see.
And you for a while after you came back, you were a heel. You were with the Hurt Business with MVP. But recently, everyone's loving Bobby Lashley this year. I mean, you're kissing babies, you're shaking hands. How do you feel about being beloved?
It's me. It's me. I mean, I'm not saying this just try to get people to keep doing it, but it's me. I truly like people. And there for a while when I was quote unquote the bad guy, I had to kind of like exclude myself from everything, because if people are around me, they're like, he's not a bad guy. And I'm like, oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. So right now, everybody kind of sees who I am. And I love everything. And if you look at it, man, you can't find a single interview where I talk bad on anyone. You can't. You can search the internet, you're not going to find it. I love everything and I love everyone. And to me, I just love working hard. I'm living a dream, man. I'm 46 years old. I just turned 46 a couple weeks ago. I am in the greatest shape of my life. I'm being able to wrestle some of the greatest wrestlers in the entire world. I'm being on some of the greatest pay-per-views. I mean, this is amazing. I'm looking at WrestleMania next year. I'm excited about it. Who do I got at WrestleMania? Do I get Brock? Do I get Gunnar? Do I get Seth? Do I get, I'm so excited about everything. And I think that's the one thing that the crowd sees. The crowd sees, look, this guy loves it. And if he loves it, we love it too. And I think that's what happens when you go to a show. You don't want to see guys come out because their energy is what you get. When I come out, I am amped up. And man, I'm living a dream. I'm running around like a little kid. I'm shaking hands. I just met some kids outside over there, and the kid was like, "Hey, Bobby Lashley, we love you." And I was like, "Come here, man, give him my title." I mean, I love it, man. I'm just me, and it's hard to hide that. I'm just having a good time. You can't kick this smile off my face. So.
My last question for you is: obviously, everyone's excited. Triple H taking over creative. How are you feeling about it?
I think it's great. I think the first thing I want to talk about is just Vince in general. I mean, Vince put a roof over my kid's head. Vince put food in my kid's mouth. Vince gave me an opportunity to do this. The reason I'm standing here right now today was because of Vince. The reason why I have this title was because of Vince. The reason why I just bought a Tesla is because of Vince. I mean, yes, I've been working my ass off to get a lot of the things that I got, but Vince gave us an opportunity to be able to do this, give this stage for us to be able to have SummerSlam and WrestleMania and everything like that. And I'll be indebted to him for life. I mean, he's just been a blessing in my life, and he's taken care of like thousands of people. And that's what people don't understand. Forget about the controversy that's going on right now. Just look at what this man has done. He's put the roof over heads of like literally thousands of people. You're talking about people in the ring crew. You're talking about the cameraman. You're talking about wrestlers. You're talking about so many different people he's taken care of. And I think that's what people need to really understand. And that's a big task, okay? Now moving forward, I don't think Vince's influence is going to be gone, but I think right now with Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan coming in there, I think those are all the people that worked alongside of him for years. So they're going to keep going on with this same philosophy, with the same mentality, and I think the business is going to keep going. Because like, look at this pay-per-view this weekend, SummerSlam. We have some of the greatest matches. And we don't even have our whole roster on here. There's certain people that are amazing that are not even on this show. You're taking like Ricochet. I don't think Drew's on the show. I don't think Sheamus is on the show. I don't think AJ's on the show. There's some amazing talent that's not even on here that hasn't had an opportunity to be highlighted. So, I mean, WWE is going to keep moving in the right direction. That's straight up. We're the greatest organization in the world, and it's always going to be that way.
Bobby Lashley, I would wish you luck, but you don't need it.
Never yet.
There are a massive pair of shoes to fill that I'm trying in some way to step into, but I do not dream for 1 second that I can fill those shoes. By myself, it's going to take, period, but by myself, it's going to take a lot of us. It's going to take a team. It's going to take everybody here to fill those shoes and continue this on, but we will. The intent is to continue the legacy of what has been going on, what made me fall in love with this business that he created, and to take it to new levels, to take it beyond where it is now. The only way we're going to do that is with a team. That's with Steph, that's with Nick Khan, that's with myself, that's with Kevin Dunn, that's with everybody that is here.